This is Radio TV Phono Nut, and here we have a General Electric vacuum bulb AM and FM table radio. Apologies to Radio TV Phono Nut for that, but you might want to check out his channel. He repairs vintage electronics like these radios, televisions, and of course phonographs. But anyway, went to an antique mall, which I like to walk around those places every once in a while and gander at the overpriced stuff. But I saw this radio there, and guess how much I paid for it? $5. That's it. That's all I paid for it. It's $5. It's a General Electric AM and FM table radio. Volume AFC AM and FM. Little dial scale there. And the odd plus sign looking speaker. I also have a model of this that has a clock right here and the speaker's over here. But I want to see if this thing works. For $5, yeah, I guarantee you it won't, but yeah, we'll hook it up to the bulb limiter and fire it up. Okay, I've connected a bulb limiter, which if you're not familiar with that, that's where you put a light bulb in series with the power cord to limit the current, just in case there's a fault that might make smoke or flames or something popping. So let's see what happens. Okay, it got bright and it dimmed out already. That's a good sign. That means the tube filaments are intact. Getting really dim now. That might be completely dead. Oh, here we got something. Well, no sense in listening to that. Sounds like we have bad filter capacitors. These switches don't seem to work. I don't know if it's switching or it's... I don't really feel the action of a switch. Maybe that's bad. The switches. Well, I guess the next order of business is to pop the back and take a look inside. Here's the back of the unit. My question is, how in the heck do you get into this thing? There's no screws on it. I guess that's the antenna down there. There's these tabs. I guess you bend this out. I'm going to get this thing off. Now this probably had information on it, which is faded, so that's no good. And I see there's tabs down here. So maybe you bend this down, hoping the case isn't brittle. But I can't get into this thing with one hand. I'm going to have to put the camera down and see if I can pop this back off. And we're in. Turns out you pop the tabs off that back. You bend this down a bit and pop that out so the interlocked cord can become free. Then the back slides down and then you can lift it out. So yeah, we have a vacuum tube set here. You can see that says 35W4. I believe that's a rectifier. That's probably an audio output. And some other tubes. There's the tuner over here. And look at that. That's a transistor. Is that another one in there? So this is a hybrid job. Looks like it was meant to be very cheap. No screws. Look at the speaker here. No screws holding the speaker in. I can see down here there's a tab you bend over so you can pull the circuit board out. I'd be afraid of breaking the plastic if it got brittle over the years. And that must be the culprit here, the filter cap. Look at this right here. Isn't this Panasonic symbol? Matsushita, or how you pronounce that. Is this thing made in Japan or something? Well, at any rate, I'm going to see if I can slide this board out of here and take a closer look. It's pretty darn dusty, that's for sure. Okay, I got the chassis pulled. It wasn't too difficult, just a bunch of plastic tabs. And none of them broke, which is amazing. Speaker even came out, and it seems to be in perfect condition. Chassis is very dusty here. These switches are frozen. If I'm going to be able to do anything with this, I need to see if I can unstick these things. I don't know, maybe WD-40. Not sure what I'll do there. These tubes. See if I can clean some of the dust off. This is the problem child. Let's replace that. I see another transistor down there. Okay, well, see if I can fix this thing or not. I'll inspect the solder joints. Somebody's been in this thing. There's this blue twist tie that was in there, so hopefully they didn't dick anything up. Okay, so I'll work on this thing a little bit and come back with any potential results. Okay, I installed the new capacitors. Flapping in the breeze a little bit. I had to put extendo leads on them because, as you saw, the leads were very short. Shined up the tubes. I like my tubes shiny. And got rid of some of that dust. I checked around the boards. You know, some of these capacitors that can be potential problems. They seem to be okay. WD-40 did the trick. These switches work fine now. So, I'll power this thing up. See what we get here. Taking care that this is a hot chassis. Are we on? Yeah, I see the filaments glow. It's FM. I have short leads on here. Probably not the best reception. I'll go the other way. Turn that down a little bit. I'll go the other way.
Lay down your heart, come as you are.
Ooh, the bass. I can't leave anything on too long anymore. They'll nail you for 3 seconds.
Hey, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a mustard, you heard the bus, yo, we murdered.
This is Dayton's Alternative. Now, takes an inside handoff.
AM. Turn that down. Well, some of you might recognize that thunderstorm type sound. Well, that's probably silver mica disease, where the capacitors inside these cans go bad and kind of arc. So unfortunately, that would take some effort. I'm not sure I'm going to put that in for AM. I'd have to find what value the capacitors are. Then I'd have to take each can apart and replace the capacitors. So unfortunately, this is suffering silver mica disease. So AM's dead, or noisy, I guess. Enjoy the thunderstorm. Okay, it's all back together now. Switches work nice.
I mean, scared I might be, but I'll always be right there.
He took Unil.
With all your might, with all your strength.
Set me down in the lawn chair.
As I can. I fought with the devil, got down on his level. So he gave up on me.
Dayton's hottest music. Hot 102.9.
Joe Mixon is up.
Why can't you agree?
They've gotten up front all year long, and they're doing it against.
6-4-3-2020 to schedule your friendlies.
Unfortunately, I'm getting that noise on FM as well. It was pretty clean at first, and then it's starting up. So, yeah, this is probably pretty much a write-off, a parts unit. Looks like it has a good set of tubes, though.
An up and over 100 yards, 26.
Maybe we can be your chill tonight. Maybe I can give you a chill.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.
Blitz bringing the linebackers up on either side of the center at the line of scrimmage.
Back, they will give it to Edwards, charging up the middle. He is put into a bear hug and pulled down. Two rookies out of NC State moving into the starting lineup.